In all the years when we were growing up, I recall, though a little faintly, that the looks, the expressions, the demeanor, the ways, the conduct, the words of most of the people around us were very simple, unassuming, modest, and humble. Of all the people whom I can recall, all the uncles and aunts and young adults and teenagers in the family or in the neighborhood, very few I can think of who were arrogant or boastful or who believed that they knew everything or that they wanted to make it big. In fact, the large majority of them were very shy. They were hesitant when they spoke about themselves or about their dreams or when they spoke about their achievements, even. No, it is not that one should not be self confident, but somewhere over the years we have crossed the thin line and jumped across to the other side where there is a lot of overconfidence. I don't know how and when the change came about. I guess it was the swooping down of mobile handsets in our palms, and that too with access to the internet, that was the game changer. Suddenly, we seem to be rejoicing in assuming that we are better than others. Almost all of us are reveling in self pride. We believe that we know more than others. We are soaked in self absorption. We think we have got the key to all the imbroglios that life presents us with. We claim that we can see it all, that we can coach others. We claim that what we say or what we see is the plain truth. It is the only way and the best way to go about living life and handling its concerns. Can any other living being in this universe be as arrogant, as boastful, and therefore as foolish as we are? Because there is nobody who can possibly know it all. And this is a very humble opinion. We cannot know it all. Not even a small, minuscule part can we totally comprehend of this entire story of the universe and the ways of the universe. We cannot fathom it all or even a small part of it, and yet, sometimes even without a glimpse of something, we are ready to blow the trumpet, and quite loudly at that. Once upon a time, in a small town of China, at the outskirts, in a very large house, there lived three brothers, all of whom were very short sighted. They lived happily together, though of course they used to have their own share of disagreements, a few minor ones, sometime or the other. One day, the middle brother and the youngest brother were having a chat about this and that, when suddenly the youngest brother blurted out, "I don't think our eldest brother should anymore be in charge of our finances." The middle brother was taken aback. "Hey, what are you saying and why do you say this?" "Well, I think his eyesight has deteriorated further. He cannot seem to fully understand and exactly understand the kind of money he's been receiving and giving, and I think people have begun to take advantage of this," said the youngest brother. "Ha, as if you are any better than him," sneered the middle one. "If you think that our finances should be handled by the one who has the best eyesight, then it is I who should be given charge. I can see better than him and I can see better than you." Meanwhile, the eldest brother had overheard the conversation and he walked in, a little disturbed but very confident. "I have my doubts about both of you," he said. "But there is no point in arguing with you two. Let us think of how we can settle this matter. I have an idea." Both the brothers now were all ears. The eldest one continued, "Let's settle this once and for all. I've heard that the monastery in our town is putting up a plaque inscribed with a saying above the main doorway tonight. Let's go there tomorrow and see. We can test our vision. Whoever can read the inscription with the least amount of strain should be in charge of our money. Agreed?" "Agreed," said both the other brothers. Good, now go away and let me get a few winks. As soon as the two brothers had gone, the eldest brother sneaked out of the house and went to the monastery, where he happened to meet a monk. He greeted the monk politely and asked him, I have heard that you'll be putting up an inscription over the doorway tonight. Can you tell me what the inscription reads? The monk was very happy that people were taking interest in the new plaque they were going to put up. He said, Certainly, it's a quotation by Confucius. It reads, Be honest at all times. We'll be putting it up tonight, and you can come tomorrow to see it, the monk added. The eldest brother went away chuckling at his cleverness, and a little later the second brother arrived there. He too happened to meet the same monk, and he asked him, Can you tell me what the inscription you are going to put up over the doorway tonight read? He asked. The monk wondered for a while that why was everybody interested in the new plaque suddenly. But he was nevertheless happy. He gave the information. He said, The inscription shall read, Be honest at all times. Will there be any decoration around it? The middle brother asked. Yes, the tablet has a floral border. There'll be a lot of flowers and leaves all around. The second brother went away very happy with himself. Hardly had he gone when the third brother arrived there. He too happened to meet the same monk and inquired about the inscription, and on being told what it was, he asked if there was any other writing on the plaque. Yes, the donor's name, that will be there, Wang Li, at the bottom on the left side. We are going to put up his name, the monk said. The youngest brother was also now very happy with himself. The next morning, the three brothers made their way to the monastery. As they reached the gate of the monastery, the eldest brother cried out, Hey, there is the plaque. What a beautiful plaque, and I can see the inscription right from here. I can make out clearly it reads, Be honest at all times. Aha, your sight is better than I thought, said the second brother. But definitely it's not better than mine. Can you see the decoration around the inscription? Decoration? What decoration? Well, there is a floral decoration all around the tablet, said the middle brother. There was a note of triumph in his voice. Can't you see the beautiful flowers and leaves? Very good, wonderful, I'm impressed, applauded the youngest brother. But can either of you see any other writing on the tablet besides the inscription? Other writing, intoned the second brother. His face had fallen. What other writing is there? Well, the name of the donor, can't you see there on the left side corner? Wang Li. It is clearly written over there. Meanwhile, the monk whom they had met the previous evening came out of the monastery and saw the three brothers discussing amongst themselves. He walked towards them and with folded hands he apologized. We were going to put up the plaque yesterday, but we are so sorry. We just could not do it. There was some issue with it. But certainly tonight we'll be putting up the plaque and you can come tomorrow and read the inscription and enjoy the beauty of it. And saying so, the monk walked away. The short-sighted brothers stood there with their heads hung low. Thank you.